Hello everyone, this is Superintendent Dave Aslyn. I'm glad to be joined today by Susie Olson-Rosenbush. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Tell us about yourself and your work in the Spooner Area School District.
Well, as you said, my name is Susie Olson-Rosenbush. I was first hired here in Spooner in 1990, so I've been the ag teacher here for a number of years. But prior to that, I was a student here at Spooner High School, as were my parents and my grandparents on my dad's side, and I actually had a great aunt who worked in the business office. So my history at Spooner has been long. Other than that, I am the FFA advisor, and I'm not sure if people are aware of the fact, but our FFA chapter is very active. We've currently got a state FFA officer, so we're very busy, and I get that opportunity to get to be involved in some of that at the state level as well. So, I have truly enjoyed being the ag teacher here in Spooner and the FFA advisor, so that's my role here.
What are some of the good things taking place here at Spooner High that you'd like to share?
I think some of the great things for our high school students is the diversity of opportunity here. We've got kids that are obviously involved in our athletics. We've got kids that are involved in band and choir and forensics, and we've got groups like the Dungeons and Dragons that stay after school. We've got an after-school work night group that is here. The thing that obviously I'm most familiar with is the FFA. Our FFA chapter does so many different activities, and our focus is really on developing leadership skills and having kids involved in community service, and then definitely practicing some of those career development activities. I just think, and Skills USA is another one that's very similar to the FFA, but I think we have a lot of great opportunities for kids. And I think it's really important, not only the academics, which I feel very strongly about, obviously, but that we have things for students to do outside of class. I think the more involved students are in the school, the more successful they'll be. And believe it or not, I think really having those things outside of school actually helps to improve their academics because they want to be successful, I think, anyway. And I just think it's a neat place for students to be, I think. It's great to see those kids come in and really do well and leave here and see them in the community afterwards, and they recognize you still, and they might still be in the community, or maybe they're just back visiting, but they definitely express how much they miss being in high school and some of those activities that they were involved in. So, yeah.
What are some considerations you feel are important for residents to know as the district holds an operational referendum on April 4th?
Well, I think probably the most important thing is what better thing can you spend money on than education for our youth? I mean, they are our future, obviously. And no different than during COVID times, when you see reduced opportunities for kids, I feel strongly about that. I think it's important for them to have opportunities, and if we see those bigger class sizes, if we see extracurriculars being cut, if we see programs being cut, I think it's just so detrimental to our students and to our future. They are our future, I have lived through some not so pleasant times here at Spooner High School, and I know that, it was just very damaging, not only to the morale of our building, but to our students, to our community. I would just hate to see something like that happen again.
Any final message you'd like to share?
Biggest thing I think is to be informed and definitely get out and vote. April 4th is the big day, so I think ask questions. Obviously, everyone feels a little bit differently, but I think if you ask the questions and you're informed, and just get out and vote, have a voice. Yeah.
Well, thank you to Mrs. Olson-Rosenbush for being here today and sharing your insights. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Rails.